And they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. He'll let it go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 87 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now McManus on to kick this one off. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Young throwing to start the drive. Buying time to his left. The left side completion to Jones. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The play clock's running down. First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. LaDainian Tomlinson, 47 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Cunningham. Dancing to his left. Now he's got a man. Complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Young forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Tomlinson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. They find some open field here. Trotty. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another. Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirect.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Let's go! 1-9, back round!
On first down, Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. To throw on second down, Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Throwing on first down, Cunningham. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. From the gun, Cunningham. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, that's Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go.
To throw again, Cunningham. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A good pickup there, 26. Yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 38.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Now he steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Throwing on first down. Cunningham. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first and 10, Cunningham. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Taylor from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on third down, Cunningham. Now he's forced out, and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Here we go.
On first down, Cunningham steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Lawrence Taylor coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Now they try the right side here. Finding room at the 30. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down. And they're in punt formation. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And tough starting field position here. Throwing on first down. Cunningham. Flushed out right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back to throw. Cunningham. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ryan Shazier able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. From the gun, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
To throw is Young. Throwing again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You know, I'll throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time running out here on the play clock. Young on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the three. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a handoff looking right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Here's Young to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come up in an offset eye. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Jalen Ramsey came into the NFL with one consistent universal knock, if you want to call it that, and that's ball skills. During his career at Florida State, just 3 total interceptions. Doesn't look like he doesn't have ball skills to me with that late-game interception that may have sealed things.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looking to throw. Young. And his throw is incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Young now, off the play fake. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moss. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. They'll get 19 yards there. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again. Cunningham. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw. Cunningham. Dancing to his left. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down. This distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Cunningham. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Eagles are going to have a first down. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on fourth and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Haas. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime, wow.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cunningham. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here we go.
On third down, Cunningham. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.